just over a year ago when I stood in front of this gate for the first time. Mr. Shieldhound wouldn't let me into the upper town to see the Archmage. I had to earn the right to an audience first by becoming a mage. I've never understood this strange separation between the upper and the lower town. The upper town is like a town within the town, with its own walls and private gate. And people from the lower town work up there, but at night they return to the lower town because they can't afford the upper town rents. My 1 apple a day wouldn't get me far up there either. Luckily, I can live in the school for free. And now Shieldhound's busy negotiating his bribe with Bill, and I'm stuck down here. If only there was some way to pay them back. Seastone has grown quite organically over the centuries. There are doors behind which there are only walls, staircases that lead to nowhere. Maybe a house was supposed to go here, but the builder changed his mind. This is one of the entrances to the underground world of the rats. Rats represent one of the town's largest population groups. But many don't think of them as real people and they don't have many rights. Remy and the Archmage have been trying to change that for a long time, but some think that the rats entered the town illegally and consider them vermin. When Seastone was almost a ghost town at the end of the war, the rats were unable to find enough food. I helped them. We've been best friends ever since. But since Remy became head of intelligence, I don't see him as often as I used to, so he's doing a good job. The houses in Seastone are pretty cramped together. And down there somewhere there's a city made of tents and boards. The Archmage is working hard to give people hope after the devastation of the war. Every day you can hear the people down there making music and singing until late at night. They dance, practice dwarf tossing, and hold spelling bees. They know how to entertain themselves. But one day the mood will turn. There might not be enough beer, or too much. Either would be a problem. I can't enter the upper town, the gate's locked. Hello, Blout.
Willy Bear!
Are you really sure you want to vote for Van Buren?
Little woman with big hair knows what's what, has lots of gold and lots of success.
And you believe that if she's elected, you'll get the same?
Sure, promise.
Fine. But I think the little guy is better off with Archmage Alistair.
Me not little. And when Blout's soon rich and powerful, little people shouldn't take away his money.
Before I became a mage, I worked in a dwarven inn in the White Ridge Mountains.
You have stupid boss too?
I am not stupid.
Blout always have to work much more than Sloth.
That's because you're so clumsy. We do the same amount of work. I might even do a little bit more.
In too much work, no free time.
Psst, Blout, what did you want to tell me?
I won't say.
You're whispering again.
If we talk now, does Sloth hear us?
Oh, just stop whispering behind my back, all right?
Okay, sorry. Want non-alcoholic drink as apology?
Oh, no. You might have tricked me with alcohol once, but never again.
So Blout got you plastered?
Sloth get exhausted from itsy bitsy thimble of alcohol. Sloth like little girl with pigtails.
I have alcohol intolerance. Or perhaps an allergy.
What did you want to tell me, Blout?
No, Sloth eavesdropping. I say nothing while Sloth listening.
Huh. I'm not going anywhere.
Bye, Blout.
Bye!
A small glass with a mark at 2CL. That's the reporter who let the council leader dictate tomorrow's news to him. If I've ever seen a frustrated man, fox, then it's him. Excuse me?
Ah, weather vane, right?
You know me?
The leader of the council asked me to have a snoop around in your past. Find some dirty laundry. Nothing!
My major's cape is still brand new. I got it when I became a professor. Do you like it?
Very fetching. Why are you disturbing my quiet drink?
I have a couple of questions.
A couple?
I saw you up there, at the lottery drum. Council leader Van Buren was there too.
Not one of my greatest moments. Letting a politician tell me what I should write about her.
So why do it then?
You can't drink integrity. Anyway, it's fantastic being able to influence so many people's opinions. What I write becomes a big issue of the day, you know?
I get the feeling you're not very happy.
Really? Why shouldn't I be? I've always got enough liquor in my belly and I've never earned as much gold as I have this past year. I spent it on women, alcohol and fast horses. I just frittered the rest away. I simply must be happy.
You're the editor of the Seastone Lookout, right? Mr...
Fox. Archibald Fox.
Your name is really Fox.
You got a problem with that?
Well, isn't that a little unimaginative? You are a fox, and your name is Fox.
That's just how it is.
That's get confusing at family gatherings.
Oh dear. Everyone's a critic nowadays.
What are you writing at the moment?
An article for tomorrow's edition. Pet dragon attacks on the rise. Child mauled. How does that sound?
That's terrible. Is the child okay?
Don't worry. The kid is as made up as the problem with pet dragons.
But then why write about it?
Isn't it obvious? The Archmage simply doesn't do enough about the pet dragon problem.
But I thought that there wasn't one.
The leader of the council has now picked up the issue and has finally enacted a law strictly regulating the keeping of pet dragons. Everyone wins. My newspaper, because it reported on this urgent problem first. The leader of the council, because she acted quickly and decisively. And the citizens, because they don't have to worry about pet dragons anymore. Are you worried about pet dragons?
No?
You see, all thanks to Mrs. Van Buren.
I noticed that you're always drinking from that same glass.
So,
Shouldn't the glass eventually be empty?
It's a magic glass. Sloth came up with it. He didn't want to keep bringing me new glasses, and I didn't want to keep waiting for the next drink. So he magically connected the glass with one of the barrels behind the bar. A win-win situation.
I think I have a story for you. A real story.
Yeah?
As we speak, the captain of the town guard and a notorious merchant are negotiating bribes. What do you say to that?
I'm shocked.
No, seriously. Bill smuggles alcohol into the lower town, bypassing customs. Mr. Shieldhand knows about it and wants a bribe.
Wilbur, let me explain.
Mr. Fox, you're a reporter. It's your duty to report on things like this. Do you know why you feel so lousy? Because you're a bloodhound. Fox. Because you're a blood fox. You don't want to just make up stories and have propaganda dictated to you. You want to investigate. You want to uncover. You want to expose.
Ah, all right then. Come and see how this old fox sorts things out.
Fabulous! There's just one problem. Those two are in the upper town and the gate is closed.
I'm a reporter. I can go anywhere.
That's nonsense. If I gave you a gold piece for every barrel, I'd only be making 6 gold pieces profit on 3 gold pieces outlay. I may as well pay tax.
I want my share. Nothing happens around here without my share.
Good evening, gentlemen.
And now him too.
What's that I hear? Exorbitant prices being charged for alcohol, and this alcohol is being smuggled past customs into the lower town?
I was just in the process of clearing up the affair.
What do you want, Fox? Push off. We've got business to do.
That's why I'm here. I want to show my young friend over there how business is done in this town.
Exactly. That's why we have laws, you know.
Right. Well, according to the law, Bill would have to forego lots of money, Shieldhand will be out of a job, and the little influence he has, and I would be worried about the alcohol supply chain.
So what do you propose instead?
I get my alcohol at the normal price from now on. No more daylight robbery for the old fox. Bill, you continue using your crane, saving you on customs. Our competent Captain Shieldhand here is then entitled to part of the savings. I save gold, you continue to earn more than you're entitled to, and Shieldhand makes a bit on the side. We all win. How does that sound?
But
Sounds fair to me.
Oh, all right then.
Then we've got a deal. Come on, Shieldhand. This is cause for celebration. You see, little Wilbur here could clearly see that the situation was unsustainable. An arrangement which made you money suddenly leaving you empty-handed. Can't have that.
Thank you, Weathervane. Perhaps I was wrong about you. Here, with this you can get from the lower town to the upper town any time. You've earned it.
This is the world I helped build. Rather than toppling it, I've become one of its pillars. That's the reason I'm not happy.
hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
So now you can just keep on smuggling your alcohol without worry?
Thanks to you. It was a mistake depriving Shieldhand of his cut. One hand washes the other, and in the end, everyone's got more gold in their pockets. The system works.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
Hello? X?
Shh. What do you want?
Sloth, the inn's landlord, said you were arrested because you didn't want to let Mr. Shieldhand search you.
And why should I? I haven't done anything wrong. He knew I was one of the protesters. He just wanted an excuse to lock me up.
If you're one of the protesters, then you'd have to know the secret hand signal, right?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me?
Ha! So you can tell them what it is.
No! I need it, and I'm one of you.
Then you must know the signal yourself.
Of course I do.
Yeah? Then do it for me. Do the secret signal.
No problem. But you first.
What's all that about?
I don't know if you're one of us. Besides, you've been in prison for quite a while, and maybe they brainwashed you.
All right. Now you. You are one of us.
They were saying something about a cake at the barricade?
Yeah, great work. I wanted a file to free myself. What did those geniuses send me? A bloody chisel.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
Perhaps if they'd hidden a hammer in the cake as well? I shall be bringing that up at the next group meeting, numpties.
I need the chisel. Can you lend it to me?
What do you need it for?
Maybe I could use it to help you escape.
Doesn't sound bad. But how about you think up a plan first, and then I give you the chisel?
About your chisel,
Yes?
I might have the right hammer for it.
Really? That'd be good.
Yes, but... I'll only give you the hammer if you give me the chisel.
Then you'll have a chisel and no hammer, and I'll have a hammer and no chisel.
I just wanted to check if you were paying attention. First, you'll have to lend me your chisel for a bit, and then I'll return it with the right type of hammer.
What if you don't? Perhaps the guard will catch you. Or you'll meet the love of your life while hammering and simply forget about me. Or perhaps you'll be appointed God of Thunder and sod off to Asgard.
Anything is possible, more or less. But I'll definitely bring you a perfectly matched hammer and chisel first.
Nah, too risky.
What type of hammer do you want?
Eh? What type of hammer? Just a hammer.
Oh, but there's a whole range of them. I lived with the dwarves for a long time and learned quite a bit about hammer technology. You could have a dwarven steelhead hammer, a common roundhead hammer, a war hammer, an MC hammer.
A dwarven steelhead hammer?
Yeah, left or right-handed.
I just want to knock a few stones out of the wall.
Out of this wall? What kind of chisel have you got? When was it made? Oh, what type of alloy did they use?
I don't know.
Hammer and chisel have to be perfectly matched, you see. If they're not, well, things can get pretty ugly.
Really?
You see, if the metal used in the hammer and chisel aren't compatible, every blow could cause sparks.
So, I don't care.
Well, not even when the straw in your cell starts to burn.
But I don't know what kind of chisel it is.
That's why you should always work with professionals. Give me the chisel, and I'll look for the right hammer.
Oh, thanks.
Is that really you, X?
Yeah.
Do the signal. Okay, then. Well, then. I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
Yes?
Me again.
Do the secret sign.
Fine, then.
Aye, spot on. I guess you really are one of us.
That's what I told you.
Here, take these. You can hang them up in the upper town.
Posters? I'm really more interested in the clay.
Yeah. Here's some clay as well. May this clod of pure earth serve the good cause.
Oh, it will. So then this hole... That should keep out any poison gas. The rest of the clay is for the golem head. Different posters from the protesters. Some denounce the council leader's policies, saying she only represents the interests of the rich and powerful. I guess if you protest against everything and everyone, every once in a while you'll end up hitting the bullseye. And how exactly is the key to the town supposed to help me? I don't see a keyhole. Cool. Mr. Shieldhand?
Mr. Professor.
Do you think it's okay for you, as a captain of the city guard, to be taking bribes from a smuggler?
I don't know what you're talking about.
About your deal with Bill? Aha! He pays you not to look while he smuggles his alcohol past customs.
According to my information, the honourable traders of this town always pay the customs duty the town is due.
But
Information to the contrary will, of course, be followed up resolutely by the town guard. We advocate stringent investigation in the case of bribery offences. That's always been our motto.
have to be going.
Yeah. I hope you're not about to damage town property.
Me? Perish the thought.
That's good. Otherwise, I'd have to get up, go all the way over to where you are, and arrest you. Let's spare ourselves both the trouble, shall we?
The knight doesn't seem to have legs anymore, but he does have 2 strong arms of stone that any golem would be happy to have. Right then, how should my golem look? Oh, yeah, that's the way I like it. Do it. The eyes, yeah. Oh, the nose. Oh, that's tricky. And of course, not to forget the mouth opening. That's it. Perfect. Should Blockin' Van Buren manage to fire me, I think I'll turn sculptor or golem head designer. The lookout is reporting unfairly and someone has glued these fabrications about the Archmage to the wall. No wonder his lead in the polls is disappearing. Psst. X,
Yes.
about your chisel,
Yes.
I might have the right hammer for it.
Really? That'd be good.
Yes, but... the drain should lead directly to Seastone Sewers. I would like to say that the sewers in this town are a true marvel of engineering skill. But in truth, the stink here in midsummer is absolutely, breathtaking. Almost every house in the upper town has a drain leading to the sewer. In the lower town, things look different. Many residents just tip their effluence into the street and trust that it will somehow make its way below. The drain's blocked by a grating, and even if I did remove it, I'd still be too big to climb down. The protesters' poster would be more effective there, but it won't stick without paste. I'll paste up the place on the wall where I want to hang the posters. Should make less of a mess than the other way around. Okay, troll spit isn't as sticky as troll snot, but maybe it'll do as a substitute for paste. So... Mr. Shieldhand,
Mr. Professor.
there's a protest poster on the notice board over there.
So?
It's against Council Leader Van Buren. What filth!
That's vandalism of the worst kind.
Sorry, old friend. Oh, he still looks ready to fight. I wonder if this box is supposed to move. I've heard of trunks with hundreds of legs, but this looks like a normal packing crate.
Oi, what are you doing?
This crate is moving.
That's all right. That's... Stop him! Stop! Stay put! Outrageous! Just you wait. You're gonna have to wait a hell of a long time for your gold.
What was that? Absolute bonkers. Oh, there's a piece of paper in the crate. Delivery note. Better World Ironworks. 1 piss pot model carefree. 4 pieces of gold. Better World Ironworks. Never heard of it. Lots of new companies sprung up after the war. Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
Do you sell dragon sweat?
Dragon sweat? That's very expensive.
I was afraid of that. But I need it badly.
I mean expensive like, I'll give you half of my kingdom and my prettiest daughter. Even you can't afford that.
Too bad. That thing running about over there, what is it?
A darn scam, that's what it is. They won't get a penny out of me, sending me such a wild thing.
Yes, but what exactly is it?
A piss pot! Sounded like a good idea. We equip piss pots with legs. You don't do the walking when it's time to empty your bladder. But why the devil give a pot legs that means he scurries about like a boar on fire?
What are these Better World Ironworks?
They're those darn crooks what sold me this useless piss pot. Those do-gooders.
Do-gooders?
Yes. They collected swords, armour, and all that stuff after the war. Plough blades from swords, piss pots from helmets, that kind of rubbish.
You mean this piss pot was once some soldier's helmet?
Could have belonged to a general for all I care. Now it's a piss pot on the run.
Ah, a soldier's helmet converted into a piss pot with legs. No wonder he doesn't like it. Do you sell crocodile tears?
Can order them. Be here in 3 days.
Ah, that's too late.
Oh, the fine sir wants free overnight delivery, does he?
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
The less I talk to him, the better. Empty boxes and packaging material. I can't see anything that in... Hey, what do we have here? Pretty good runner. Don't jump! You were once a soldier's helmet, right? And the way you look, not just any soldier either. And now they've turned you into a magic piss pot. That's a shitty job. I so understand why you ran away. You fought for good, went through so much, and now... How would you like to do great things once again? For your Commander-in-Chief? I'm building a golem to protect the Archmage. You know Archmage Alistair, don't you? He's in danger. Maybe the Shades are behind it. But definitely a dark power. You could be the golem's legs. It would be an honourable task. So you're in? Deal, little helmet. Don't cock it up. Usually citizens and visitors to the inn warm up by the fireplace on cold nights. Paper, wood, everything's here, except for someone looking to warm up. A delivery note from the Better World Ironworks Company. They must have made the piss pot. I'm sure you don't like the protesters, right, Clout?
Oh, loonies! Dangerous loonies!
What do you mean, dangerous?
Want make everything different. Everything new. But everything better before. Blout not want things change and want everything be like before again.
Ah, right. My golem's head! It looks exactly the way I imagined it would. But I have to be careful, it needs bacon. He's unfair to me and pretends he isn't. I'm only going to talk to him if I have to. I think the protesters mean well, but they won't achieve much if all they do is make unrealistic demands and protest. They have to be the change they want to see in the world. There, the chocolate sloth was talking about in the shop window. 2 sea stone small ounces of indulgence per chocolate, with and without alcohol. I wonder if Sloth would help me with a golem if I get him some chocolates. There, the chocolate sloth was talking about in the shop window. 2 sea stone... Remy hinted that I should have a look around in there. Something about the headmaster isn't quite right, that's for sure. The door's bound to be locked. Wonder if I can crack it. The door handles look like stupid ears. That was either a coincidence or a silly designer.
Oi, I heard that.
You can talk.
And hear. And who are you calling stupid?
You can hear and speak.
Certainly.
Why? I mean, why must everything be alive?
How could I hear the access code if I didn't have any ears? And how could I tell you the code is wrong if I didn't have a mouth?
You have a point. I teach at this school and I'd like to get into the staff room.
What is the code?
I'm starting to get the feeling that someone's deliberately putting obstacles in my way.
It's called life.
No, I mean that quite literally, it's like there's someone out there, somewhere, who has nothing better to do than think up one problem after another for me to solve. There's no other explanation. I don't think I know the code.
No entry without the code.
Presumably the headmaster just forgot to tell me.
No entry without the code.
I have to get that code somehow. I have to go. I have something to do down in the town.
I don't care. I'm just a door.
Hard to tell exactly what time it is, but the night is still young. If golems really are as industrious as the slate claims, it will have plenty of time to complete the headmaster's tasks. And as of dawn, he could then serve as Archmage Alistair's bodyguard, at least until the election. Hopefully the situation will calm down afterwards. Water may be part of crocodile tears, but it's not an ingredient in the potion itself. Headmaster Block?
Yes.
I hear the door to the staff room can only be opened with a code.
That is correct.
I never received the code.
That too is correct. I thought it would be a waste of energy giving you the code and then having to change it again once you are no longer a teacher at this school.
But
you can go into the staff room again tomorrow morning as soon as I've opened the door.
But... Have to be going.
Goodbye.
Hello, Sloth.
Ah, Wilbur. Greetings.
About the whole bringing down Bill thing,
Yes.
I'm afraid it didn't quite work. Sorry.
I wasn't exactly full of hope. And even if Bill did get his knuckles rapped, someone else would have come and taken his place. It's the system that doesn't work.
Broken!
The merchants are all in cahoots and fix the prices among themselves.
See you, Sloth.
So long.
The water in the bucket's frozen to ice. Right, Timmy, what are you doing here?
I want to know what's going on. All the rats have orders from my uncle except for me. I want to help too.
I understand that you want to help and have a real soft spot for little heroes. But you're not the strongest and your health isn't best.
The Archmage staying in power is much more important for the small and the weak than anyone else. We would be the first to suffer under the council leader if she won.
You could be right there. I'm trying to build a golem, and I have to get into the staff room somehow.
I could find a way into the staff room. There are lots of secret tunnels and passages under the town. One of them is sure to lead there.
About the staff room,
Yes?
I need to get in there.
But
I need your help. Could you look through the notes on the headmaster's desk? He's a stickler for order, and I'm sure he'll have the door code written down somewhere.
why do you need to get into the staff room?
The headmaster was acting strange and was hiding something in a drawer. I want to know what he's up to.
Perhaps it's a bomb.
Maybe. We need to find out what exactly. But you're too small to open the drawer. That's why I need the code.
Got it.
Tell me about the tunnels that run under the town.
Some of the tunnels are old sewage pipes, but there are also lots of caves and old vaults down there. There are even some holes and crevices that rats don't dare crawl in. Some say there's a dark force.
That sounds ominous.
I've never seen anything myself, but I'm more worried about the zombies. They're spreading.
Zombies in sea stone sewers?
Yes, there are. But Uncle Remy says sooner or later an apprentice hero will go down into the sewage system and take on the zombies.
When I first heard of you, they said you were very sick.
I was often ill during the war, and hungry. We never had enough to eat until you came and helped us.
Of course. Seemed like the thing to do.
Not for everyone. Some people treat us like vermin. Some people don't like it that Uncle Remy works for the Archmage and gets paid for it. But he doesn't even keep the gold for himself. He shares it between the whole family. And it's a big family.
I spoke to your uncle today. He looks tired.
He works too much. Ethel says that too. He doesn't eat enough and hardly sleeps anymore. He says, I can sleep when we've rebuilt the country.
You shouldn't overdo it. He'll be no help if he collapses.
That's why we have to help him. He wouldn't have to do everything on his own if you and me pitched in.
Okay, you try and get into the staff room, then we'll meet back here, okay? Be careful.
I always am.
Hopefully that all goes well. Remy would never forgive me if something happened to Timmy, and I'd never, ever forgive myself.